Hello and welcome. You're watching the Explosive Exclusive. I'm Padmaja Joshi. Arvind Kejriwal is in jail. The case, or rather the decision on whether he will stay in remand or not, the ED has sought 10 days of remand. That has been kept secure. We'll hear about it any time now. But will he continue to run the Sarkar from behind bars? The Aam Aadmi Party says he certainly will. In fact, leader after leader of Arvind Kejriwal's party has said that there is no law to stop him from remaining CM and he can't be forced to step down. The BJP, on the other hand, is quoting Maryada and morality to question the legitimacy of a man accused of corruption continuing in office. But things may get a little sticky now with a PIL being filed in the Delhi High Court seeking Mr. Kejriwal's removal. The plea has been moved by Delhi resident Surjit Singh Yadav and says that a CM accused of a financial scandal should not be permitted to continue in public office. The petitioner also says that Kejriwal's continuation on the post will not only lead to obstruction of due process and disrupt the course of justice, but also lead to a breakdown of the constitutional machinery. But the AAP, despite all of this, is adamant Kejriwal is, was, and will remain the king of Delhi.
पीढ़ी पिंजरे का तोता है जी। जो मर्जी आए बोले। पार्टी ने निर्णय किया है जी। सभी विधायकों ने मिलकर निर्णय किया है पंजाब के और दिल्ली के ऑल ओवर इंडिया कि अरविंद केजरीवाल इस्तीफा नहीं देंगे, जल्द से सरकार
को कोई खतरा नहीं है, ना दिल्ली में ना पंजाब में,
कहीं कोई खतरा नहीं है।
सवाल ही नहीं होता है। केजरीवाल जी मुख्यमंत्री है, मुख्यमंत्री रहेंगे। जेल अगर डालते हैं, जेल में रहते हैं तो जेल से सरकार चलाएंगे, जेल से फाइलें साइन होगी और दिल्ली की जनता इसके लिए तैयार है।
कोई संकट नहीं है। पार्टी देखो, हम वो पत्ते नहीं जो शाख से टूटकर गिर जाएंगे। आंधियों को कह दो अपनी औकात में रहें। पार्टी कुछ नहीं हुआ, पार्टी और मजबूत होकर निकलेगी। मैं आपको कह रहा हूँ कि अरविंद केजरीवाल एक व्यक्ति नहीं, एक सोच है। इतने 10 सालों में देश में करोड़ों केजरीवाल पैदा हो चुके हैं, उनको कहाँ गिरफ्तार करोगे? असल में बीजेपी को खत्म करने में मुख्य आरोपी वही है। बीजेपी को डर ही वही है कि यार केजरीवाल अगर आ गया ना, ये हमें इससे डर है। उनको कांग्रेस से क्या डर?
Remember, earlier the Aam Aadmi Party had held a referendum much before Arvind Kejriwal's arrest. In fact, one of the first few summons had been sent out to him to take a decision on who should be CM if indeed such an arrest takes place. The Aam Aadmi Party said that the result of that referendum shows that people of Delhi want Mr. Kejriwal to remain CM irrespective of where he stays, in the CM house or in jail. Now, in November last year, the CM had also met Aam Aadmi Party MLAs and councillors who also reportedly asked him to not resign. The party also held a door-to-door campaign to find out what the people of the state want. The question, though, is, was this referendum, or rather, this is the question being asked by their political opponents, is this referendum now being used as an excuse to hang onto power, and is Delhi about to see the Lalu model at work?
अरविंद केजरीवाल सरेआम ये कहा करते थे, हमारे किसी भी नेता पर कोई आरोप लगे वो तुरंत इस्तीफा दे दे, किसी के ऊपर भी जरा से भी आंच है तुरंत उसे जांच एजेंसी के सामने जाना चाहिए। और आज ये कह रहे हैं कि हम केजरीवाल जेल से सरकार चलाएंगे। मुझे नहीं पता लीगल प्रोविजन क्या है, लेकिन संवैधानिक संस्थाएं जो हैं वो एक मर्यादा में रह के काम करती हैं और उन मर्यादा का पालन इनको भी करना पड़ेगा। अब क्या सेक्रेटरी, क्या इनके मंत्री, क्या कि जेल में जाके तिहाड़ के प्रांगण में कैबिनेट बैठक करेंगे? कहने से पहले 10 बार सोचना चाहिए।
दिल्ली की जनता ने पाठशाला खोलने के लिए जिम्मेदारी दी थी, आपने मधुशाला खोल दी और मधुशाला खोलते खोलते जिस प्रकार से भ्रष्टाचार किया और जब उस पर कार्रवाई हो रही है और कार्रवाई भी ऐसी जिस पर कोर्ट की मुहर लग रही है। आज कोर्ट ने कहा ना कि कोई राहत आपको नहीं दी जा सकती, कल कोर्ट ने कहा ना 9 समन क्यों आप स्किप कर रहे हैं, आपको एजेंसी के सामने पेश होना पड़ेगा। फिर भी आप कहते हैं कि ये विद्वेषपूर्ण कार्रवाई, विक्टिमहुड कार्ड खेलते हैं। बताइए, सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने 338 करोड़ का मनी ट्रेल बताया, आज वो लालू प्रसाद यादव के ऐसे शागिर्द बने हैं कि इस्तीफा तो दूर की बात, जांच में सहयोग नहीं करते और तिहाड़ से जेल चलाने की, तिहाड़ से सरकार चलाने की बात करते हैं।
Rohan Mitra, political analyst, joins us along with Dr. Akashdeep Muni. My first question is to you. Charu Pragya, spokesperson of the BJP. Your party has been saying Mr. Kejriwal should resign. Bhagwant Man's answer to you is, हम शाख के पत्ते नहीं है कि ऐसे ही झड़ जाएंगे, तूफान को कहो कि औकात में रहे।
So, all compliments to Mr. Mann for his poetry. But the truth is that Arvind Kejriwal ji used to say that I'm going to change politics. Is this his idea of changing politics? That a government is going to be run from inside jail? This has never happened in India before. Whether it was Lalu Prasad Yadav or Hemant Soren, everybody has tendered a resignation before going behind bars. The fact is, a government cannot be run from jail. How are the officers going to get inside? What will happen to the protocol? Somebody is allowed a visitor only once a week. How is he going to manage? Or are the people of Delhi only pawns according to him, and they can be just set aside like this? Delhi really does deserve better. And you know, Padmaja, I've gotten to a point where hearing the statement ki Arvind Kejriwal ek soch hai, it has become beyond annoying for me. I'm honestly telling you that, because क्या सोच है अरविंद केजरीवाल की? आप बात ईमानदारी की करेंगे और भ्रष्टाचारी करेंगे, और वो भ्रष्टाचार भी आप इस तरीके से करते हैं डंके की चोट पे, that you are blatantly ignoring 9 summons from the ED in spite of the Supreme Court making explicit allegations on you. These observations are here for all of us to read. They're in public domain. 350 crore is a big amount of money. The CAG report talks about 2,000 plus crore. If you listen to the statements made by Vijay Nair, Dinesh Arora, K. Kavita, all of that cumulatively is pointing fingers at Arvind Kejriwal, and in spite of all of that, you want to run a government from behind bars.
Okay, respond to this, Akashdeep Muni. One is the morality, one is the actual logistics that Charu Pragya pointed out. Are you going to have ministers, secretaries come to jail and show
See, Padmaja ji, I just want to put the facts of the matter into perspective. The allegations of Enforcement Directorate and Bharatiya Janata Party are selective and seems not impartial. I'll just give you one example.
Sir, how will you run a sarkar from jail? Please just answer that for right now. What the allegations are, that order we will get in a while. It has been kept as reserve. My simple question to you is, how will Mr. Kejriwal run the Delhi government from jail?
Can I tell you the facts of the matter, or just you want to please do that?
But the constitutional authorities are clear on that. Here is what the jail manual says. The jail manual says that he can avail legal defense facility. He can have interviews with lawyers and family. He can sign wakalatnama. He is allowed to delegate power of attorney and legal aid in courts, but he cannot have any meeting with officers of the government. How is he going to be chief minister?
I think that today you have not gone through the proceedings of the court. Today, Abhishek Manu Singhvi went to the Supreme Court with a petition that there should be 3 rights provided to Arvind Kejriwal. The first is meeting his family, second is meeting his lawyer, and third is to sign government papers from jail. Now, if the Supreme Court allows it, he will be able to run the government from jail also. Now, if your question is answered, let's go through the facts of the matter.
Okay, now, he can sign the papers from jail. Hold on a second. That is a limited point, sir, because otherwise we'll get into a meandering discussion. We're also getting a reaction from Sunita Kejriwal, and it's important to listen to what she has just said, because there are many people who are wondering if she could stand in and be the next chief minister of Delhi. Here is what Sunita Kejriwal is saying, and I quote, आपके 3 बार चुने हुए मुख्यमंत्री को मोदी जी ने सत्ता के अहंकार में गिरफ्तार करवाया, सबको क्रश करने में लगे हैं, ये दिल्ली के लोगों के साथ धोखा है, आपके मुख्यमंत्री आपके साथ खड़े हैं, अंदर रहे या बाहर, उनका जीवन देश को समर्पित है, जनता जनार्दन है, सब जानती है, जय हिंद. Akashdeep Muni, is this Mrs. Kejriwal taking on a more public role? Many people are wondering whether she could be primed to take over as the next chief minister of Delhi.
I don't think so that she should take the next should be the next chief minister. As a common Delhiite, I'm sure that Arvind Kejriwal should continue, because the mandate is given to Arvind Kejriwal, not to Bharatiya Janata Party or any other person. It was Arvind Kejriwal on whom in the Supreme Court, today in the court, it was said clearly that proceeds of crime by ASG Raju, that proceeds of crime were the profits made by bribe payers. And it means that bribe payers, whatever profits they made, it is included in the proceeds of crime. The interesting factor is there is a person called Pinaki Sarath Chandra Reddy, who is the accused, who was arrested by Enforcement Directorate in November 2022. And after being arrested, he gave donation of 35 crore and then 5 crore, that is 40 crore to Bharatiya Janata Party. Interestingly, later on, ED made him the approver. And now tell me, the profits he made, 40 crore, gave it to Bharatiya Janata Party.
Okay, sir, again, we cannot have a discussion if we keep on meandering all over the place. There are many aspects of this case and we can discuss each one of them individually. Right now, we are discussing the very limited question of, can there be a chief minister operating from behind bars? In the meantime, there is also buzz about whether a hunt for a successor is already on. So who could be that possible successor? Could it be Mrs. Sunita Kejriwal? A lot of buzz was created largely by Charu Pragya's party only, saying that there could be a Madam CM in Delhi soon. Could it be Atashi, one of the ministers in Mr. Kejriwal's cabinet, who is also one of the most vocal and able spokespersons of his party, or could it be Saurabh Bharadwaj, Rohan Mitra? Is there a hunt for a chief minister, or is Aam Aadmi Party going to continue with Arvind Kejriwal and basically paint the picture of a martyr who is being victimized?
Good evening, Padmaja. First of all, Padmaja, it's not my place to comment on what the Aam Aadmi Party is going to do in terms of trying to replace the Chief Minister when they're clearly saying that the Chief Minister is going to be there. First of all, there are a couple of things which I want to point out here. You know, the Congress has had a very difficult relationship with the AAP right from the time AAP came into existence. And even today, when I saw your bite of the Punjab CM, where he's still blaming the Congress. The Congress is a party which has been standing by Mr. Kejriwal at a very difficult time. Even yesterday, what I understand is Mr. Gandhi and Mrs. Sonia Gandhi has reached out to Arvind Kejriwal's family. And the Congress is going to stand by Mr. Kejriwal because the Congress, it's not about specifics here. The problem here you have to understand is what the Congress is talking about. The Congress is talking about having a level playing field in the 2024 elections, which India is going to witness in a couple of months. The constitutional authorities like the model code of conduct is on. At the same time, when the model code of conduct is on, when the ED and the CBI and the IT are going and, hounding the opposition leaders, it cannot be a level playing field in the country.
Okay.
Why aren't there any BJP leaders? You know, we have a list of BJP leaders who are accused. Why aren't they ever being questioned or even taken to custody? They are never taken to custody. So these are the issues. The joint opposition has gone to the EC.
Okay.
They have filed a complaint with the EC. If you see, yesterday also the Congress party has said that the IT has freezed their bank accounts.
No, you are absolutely right, Rohan Mitra, and that is a question that a lot of people are asking, not just you, that you have supported Mr. Kejriwal, yet Bhagwant Mann is abusing the Congress party. You supported Mamata Banerjee, yet the TMC turned around and abused the Congress party. Why? That is best left to you and their judgment. But I want to bring in Charu Pragya again. Do you think that Mrs. Kejriwal could take on a more public role at this point?
Well, never say never where Aam Aadmi Party is concerned, but may I please make an observation about the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party and their very weird dynamics. You know, Congress was crying hoarse trying to take credit for the investigation being opened in the Delhi liquor scam. Pawan Khera actually took a press conference. A letter and an FIR was filed by the Delhi Pradesh Congress Committee chairperson Anil Kumar. That is what was going on last year. Flip it to this year, now they are saying we stand in solidarity with Arvind Kejriwal. Isn't that a bit odd? And do you think the people of India can't see through this political convenience that you seem to have? You know, it's like एक हिंदी में कहावत है, चोर चोर मुसेरे भाई. So yesterday, when it suited your politics to point fingers at Arvind Kejriwal, you did that. Today, Mr. Mann is doing that. And here in Delhi, we have a Priyanka Gandhi who seems to think there is nothing wrong in being a scamster and being a chief minister at the same time.
Okay, I'm just going to leave it at that. It's entirely the matter of Aam Aadmi Party, who they want to keep as the chief of their party, the chief of the Delhi government. But the constitution still remains the last word on that. A PIL, like we said, is already in court. Thanks, gentlemen. Charu Pragya for joining me.